utterly rejected me, saying that because of my zeal to learn, because he had not really seen someone walk up to him and say, I want to learn this thing. Regardless of the fact that I don't own a laptop then. My mom got a laptop for her own course. Coincidentally, she was running a course in Calabar. So she just sent the newly bought laptop. It was HP 630, 4 gig RAM, 500 gig HDD hard drive. So he just sent it down and said, okay. I met the guy the first week before he rejected me totally. First week I told him that I have a laptop, and he kept giving excuses. But I felt maybe because he was busy. Then fast forward to when we were in the same CDS, it was just a batch ahead of me. So they were done, they were already doing the batch. It was just a week before passing out. And I met him, I said, okay, Alpha, I want to learn this thing. Do you have even tutorial? Then when I'm done doing whatever I need to do, I'll just share with you. Then you would just criticize, and help me and show me one or two things to do. In front of everyone, he rejected me. He said that he cannot teach me now, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Well, I took it in good faith. It shook me a lot. But at the point I don't know, but I don't know, maybe God came back to me again. Then I was serving in Ibuzo. I don't know if you know Delta very well. I served in Ibuzo. So Ibuzo to Asawa is just 15-minute drive. The entry bus. So I would go to House of the Lodge every weekend. So what I do is I go with my sister. Whoever needs design equipment, I do it for free. I kept doing that until I met one of the church member of House on the Rock, and I asked her that, I pitched myself to her. So it's one of the things as being a designer, you must know how to talk, you must know how to meet people. I'm still going to get there. So the part of where I met her, and one way or the other we clicked and started talking, we said she had some design. Unknowing for me, I didn't know the guy knew the woman too. So there was a day I did one or two logos for her, sent it to her, and we met in person. The guy came. So as she was criticizing and every other thing, the guy just bumped into conversation and said, why you give someone who knows how to design something when you have someone? That was the second time. I remember trekking from that woman's office home. So it was as far as this place to Gabatek. So I was lost in thought. So I was thinking, maybe you said you don't want to teach me, right? So why is your own weight the person I'm trying to? So it was a whole lot for me. The experience might not be the same for you guys. It might be that, you are doing design and you're done. I'm like, what are you doing? You are doing Yahoo again, because they might not know what you are exactly doing with the laptop. So like you sit hours working on the laptop, what exactly are you doing? So the rejection, the circumstance around it might be different, but that's what fueled my own energy now. Now, I don't only do graphics, I do products. So I had a design team for one of the startups in Nigeria, FinTech. I also designed for one startup as well, it's also a FinTech. I own my own business, I own my own product. And saying this now, I didn't start with that. I started like you guys started. In fact, I didn't have these basics. That's the fact. When I had basics was in 2019. I had a start skill acquisition program. That's when I had this kind. It was just this skill acquisition program that had the foundation. So the reason why I'm going to stay a bit long on the foundation, for the basics now, is because of this. Because that's what shaped my design journey. When I started, like I said, nobody taught me. It was from one YouTube to one, one online. So that's why you saw Pinterest. Pinterest is my woman, my girlfriend, my lover, everything. When I'm done with all my education, you see me on Pinterest. When I'm going, you see me on Pinterest. If I'm inside the bus, you see me on Pinterest. What am I doing? I'm just waiting in my mind. So I create a vital brand in my mind. So anytime a client comes to design, before we are done conversing, I already finished your work. So that's the thing. So it's a journey. You might not be an expert or be able to follow through with the kind of process I am doing currently, right? You might not finish design in 30 minutes, for 5 minutes, 1 hour. compared to what I do now. It might take you 2 days, it might take you a week, in fact, it might take you a month. I remember when I first installed Photoshop on my laptop, I would turn on Photoshop, sir. I will leave it. I'll go and eat. I'll go and play. It will still be good. That's how bad it was. But gradually, it came better. I'm sure by the time in a year, 2 years now, you guys will not be using the same laptop you are using again. Because you know, okay, for specifics, this kind of laptop you can use. For specific, this kind of mouse or whatever thing, gadgets you can use. But this is the last thing first. The first thing is the foundation. Understanding why graphic design even exists. Why is graphic design? Why? Why do people want to hire you to design for them? So I'm going to go there now. So I want us to pay attention, and if you don't have, if you rather have a question, you can always call my attention. I'll happily go back. So another thing I would like to ask, maybe 1 or 2 persons can answer. Why do you want to learn graphic design? Be sincere, because your sincerity will help you in this journey. Okay. What do you do currently? What do you do currently? Since when have you been doing that? 4 years. So you have a business, or you work with someone, or you collaborate. So why do you want to learn it? Are you learning for the business, or you want to learn it to become a graphic designer and own a brand for that? What about you? You love what?
Because I love creativity.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Alright. So you are not learning for money, are you?
And also that for the long run for me.
Long run, you learn for money. What about you? For money, I mean. So if later on I gave you a job now, and I said, do this thing for me. But let me put it this way. You have 3 to 4 clients who came to you or do this for you, and you did it for them. And along the way, they didn't pay you consecutively for 4 times. You might not know how it is now until you experience it. There's a likelihood that you will drop out if you don't take it as a solution that you're trying to provide to it, but to the problem. This is why I'm saying that, because there are going to be times when you won't feel like designing. There are going to be times where you won't feel like doing anything close to that. There are times where you'll be distracted. So me asking you is putting down, why am I doing this? You said on the long run you make money, right? So what if cybersecurity kicks in? What if one of your friends just left cybersecurity in 3 months? In fact, in a month, in fact, in 2 weeks, and she got a job paying probably 3,000 to 4,000 pounds, and she has to move to the UK. What will you do? But that's the thing. I've learned software development. I dropped out. I've learned so many things. I dropped out. It was this that kept me standing. Almost cybersecurity, I have foundational level, Scrum Master, mentioned. So the key thing is, why? You might not answer it now. You might sit down, probably later in the evening or probably tomorrow, whichever day, and really think about it like, okay, why do I want to even learn this thing? Why? Why do I want to learn it? Because the matter is, by the time we get to the middle of this year, as you are learning, some persons are learning too. I hope you know. Some persons are learning every day. So it now depends on you that, okay, why? Why am I in this industry? Now, sooner or later, you become my competitors. I like. If you are working with me, sir, as my client, right? And you guys are in the same church, and he learns how to design, there's a likelihood that if he pitches his own craft well, he might take you off. Because you guys see, you guys talk, relate. Maybe it's just once in a while. Right? So there's a possibility that we might start dragging clients. But what will differentiate is probably experience, but the quality, the excellency of your service. That's the thing. So you have to provide and create quality time, not to only learn, but also understand some nitty-gritty that I'm going to go through, right? So you have to understand your why, most importantly. You understand your why. I gave you 2 reasons why I'm still in business. Rejection. Like you are wanting to get something and you are close to it, and they didn't reject you likely. It was more like an open, okay, I move, but yet I'm here. So it's important to know why you are learning it. Some of us will move from being a graphic designer to being a motion graphics, being an animator, an illustrator. You could be a senior video editor. In fact, you could graduate to be a photographer. Hope you know that. So there's no limit to this. Just like she mentioned creativity. I can give you all the software I'm using. I can give you all the details, every nook and cranny, tips and tricks. My dear brother, if you don't have that creativity, you will not be able to put them together. But these basics will help you, will guide you. Then all you need to do is just put your own creativity on top, just to share that role. That's all. So, but if you don't understand the basics, there's nothing you'll be able to do. That's just the thing. So if you see someone going on like, oh, you see some designs and you see, let me see if I can get one. So you are saying nice designs here. Let's look for one back like I have, but I can't show you people, so because you might know the person. I don't want problem. Like that guy used your design to do example. Let me see. Or better still, let me check my account. Let me check my account. I think I have some old designs there. So, let me use this as an example. So, can you see this? Can you see this very design? It was done. Change. Okay, 2021. This design was done 2021, right? Now, let me show you a recent design to show you that it's just all about growth. That's what it is. About design, let's see, December. Let me check my Instagram. I just moved to this laptop, so I'm not on a lot of files from my iPad. Alright, see this birthday design? Can you see this? Can you see this? Can you see? Which one would you prefer, here or here? This one, Abby. Can you see this?
Can you see what I'm saying? So it is basically good. Now back to old design. I want to see. I'm finding bad design is something else. I just want to show you something before we go into it. Okay. Look at this design. Imagine there's a church flyer like that. What will come to your mind first? Like, are you sure this is not a club? Because it will bring different meaning to you. Interpretation, that's the word. Different interpretations. You'll be like, or let me look at something else. Okay, this one. You see? Everything is just chaos. So now, imagine this person that designed this now has a privilege to be under, a skill acquisition program or a program whereby they can teach the person on how to better use all these elements. I can see like 4 or 5 fonts there, like 5 colors. But the background is nothing to write about. But that's just what I'm trying to pitch and see and probably give you more understanding about. So this is a course module, right? So we start with introduction to graphic design. Then I am going to follow this, but I'm going to run a sprint on this. I'm going to run a sprint on this. This is my file. This is my training file. So I will suggest you guys write. This is my training file. You can see it. Scanning my brand. So I will suggest you guys write. So then we'll go to design and designer, the pros and cons of graphic design. All the things we'll be talking about, you would also see that part of what I'm talking about, skills needed as a graphic designer, fundamentals of design, of graphic design, like this, tools and designs. You notice that tools and designs, the last part. That's the last part. Tools and design. It's like building a house. If you want to build a house, will you first go and call bricklayers? No. You will not start even buying iron. That buying because you don't know the amount of iron you buy. You don't know the amount of gravel you buy or the amount of blocks you are going to buy. So it's important that we start from what the basics. That is consulting. First of all, buy the land. Consulting an architect to do out the plan for that land. So, of course, the tools, that's introduction to Corridor and Photoshop, Class Radical, creating the program, presenting yourself as a newbie. So, are we done? You can snap it now, then we type it out. You guys have fun, right? That's a quicker way to do it. Just snap, then. But one of the ways you can also get my history is just click snap. You have the slide already. So what is graphic design? So graphic design involves arranging and showcasing information in a creative way. Underline that creative way. Fire the other time. I was saying you can take that fire.
Right. Thank you. And we can mistake that flyer to be a club flyer. Let's say it's a church flyer, right? And we can mistake that church flyer to be a club flyer because of the way they've designed it, or official event. It's about visually communicating ideas and messages effectively through a thoughtful and artistic process. These words are very important. Involves arranging and showcasing information in a creative way. So you might get a brief from your client. I could meet you like, oh, I want to design a birthday flyer. Oh, this is the picture. This is the name of the person. the dates, this is the write-up. That's the information, right? Now it says showcasing information in it for a specific purpose. The specific purpose is what? Birthday or official event, right? And it says it's about visually communicating the idea. So how do you know a birthday flyer is a birthday flyer? Thank you. And message effectively through what? A thoughtful and artistic process. That artistic process is more like a creative process. You know, sitting down and creatively thinking about how to put it together. I have some other birthday design that I've done, anyways. That total. Let me see if I can find one. Hold on. I think I have some on my Pinterest. Birthday. Do I have any here? Maybe I should check my pin. Let me see. Did I upload any here? Let me see my. So there's a part of photo manipulation to all these things too as well, right? But we are going to get there. These are my old designs. Which sometimes I intentionally leave this design so I can show people when I'm trying to, like, I didn't start. This was the first time I used Photoshop in my life. First time. And it was a threat from my boss. We are entering January 2021. But let me see this date, sir. See, 2020. My boss told me that if I don't learn Photoshop by the next year, that I should forget about the zooming work. Because, you know, I started on my own, so the only tool I could use then was CorelDRAW. I could do almost anything on CorelDRAW. But, you know, when it comes to now working for organizations, it's proper that you know some certain tools too as well. I would always prefer CorelDRAW above Illustrator because I prefer it. It's what I use. And not because I cannot use Illustrator. But it's always my go-to. Because I feel Illustrator has a lot of tools and it's always overwhelming for me. I'm not sure. Let me check my business page. I missed something out there. Let me go search for it. Do I have it here? I've deleted it. He's not here. All right. Anyways, let me go on. It's not here. Oh, okay. Let me just go on. So my point is, let me use this as an example. So the goal of this is that my client wants to have this design on bags, right? So she can give out as souvenirs to the people that came to learn, right? Now that's the information. The information is, please, I need to design two things. The main design for print and a design that will sit on a mock-up. This is called a mock-up. Mock-up is basically something that looks realistic, something that can sit. For instance, now, if I want to design a sticker for this laptop now, I don't need to snap this laptop and start adjusting. All I need to do is go online, search for a mock-up. So mock-up, like, it looks like the real thing, but it's not the real thing. It's like this, something like this. So this is a mock-up. This is not a real shirt, right? But in essence, it's a real shirt. So they want to print this on that shirt. So they want to see how it's going to look like. So imagine now you want to go and print a shirt now, and you don't give them a design. There's a probability that your printer, when they want to print probably a big size, you want them to print a big size. But because there's no mock-up like this, a direction for them to follow, they might actually probably print a small, and you count the verse. The shirt is 8,000 naira. print is 2,000. You wasted 10,000 naira. But if there's something like this, they know the right shirt to use, the right color. They know how to position the design. Do you get the point now? So graphic design requires what? It requires a lot of thoughtful process, especially in the place of, let me come back to our church. When pastor says, oh, the topic is glories now, you have to sit down and design something. And glory can mean anything in the context of church. Glory could be cloud, it could be a dove, it could be Jesus, it could be anything, right? It could be anything. So how do you properly put that down? That's why graphics is important. So it says involves arranging and showcasing information, right, in a creative way for a specific purpose. So as a designer, so you don't only just collect information and sit down and start worrying about it. No, ask questions. So when my pastor give me a topic, pastor, Bible text, so I go and read the Bible text, understand why that topic is existing. So when I'm coming, so in the place of let's say topic like days as of old could be the Old Testament, it could be the New Testament, it could be maybe the day of Pentecost, it could be when Moses parted the Red Sea. If I don't ask them for Bible text, my pastor will be saying something, I'll be saying another thing on design, he'll be thinking something, and you now come, no, you too, you'll be wondering like, pastor, but it's okay, days of old. So, but if you don't ask questions, Bible text, sir, you see Bible text, when they start arguing like, sir, okay, what happened with that? I picked a particular story from that Bible text, that's why. So you understand, so you guys will be in the same with your clients out there too. When you ask questions, sir, you want this color or this way, you want it this way or this way. So by the time you are done, see, design takes a lot of time and effort. Imagine you spend 48 hours doing a design and client like, no, this is not what I want. How do you think you feel? You know, I was saying four times that time, my brother, you will quit. If you now want to meet some lovely clients, don't let me say another thing. They will try shit, This is nonsense now. What do you design? What's all this? Why? Oga, I beg, I know they do again. Those kind of clients might have not even paid you. Do you get my point now? So it's important that, you know what, involve arranging them is important too. You see some designs, the date will be so bigger than the text and the theme. What I want to see is first is days out of old. Probably you are using, let's say, day of Pentecost, you are using a background that has, the 12 disciples, and probably having flames of tongues of fire on their head, or probably you are using fire, you are using, and the way, I'm still going to get there. That's part of hierarchy, how to arrange these things. So as I'm saying your jersey now, the first thing I'm saying is the logo. That's Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, because that's the first thing they want me to see. It's at the top. Then the sponsors, right? So the same thing for any other shirt here, like what you are wearing now, Kansas State. Why didn't they put it here? Just write it just a bit here. People will not see it, but what they want to see is here. So it's important, very, very important. That's the essence of graphic design. So if you see any design out there that is not following this tenet, know that person just do wuru to the answer. Then these are pros and cons of graphic design. Like we said the other time, the pros are advantages, the cons are disadvantages. I need to change those words. It's too big of a grammar. 1, creative. Yes, you have the ability to explore. If I give a brief to everybody here now, design something, there's a likelihood that everything will be different. Because the way you see it is going to be different. So just like we do all this popular illustration. If you write 6 here, I'm seeing 6, you are seeing 9. That's how we think creatively. If you give me a brief, design this now, there's a probability that what I'm designing might even look close to what you are designing and might look totally different from what you are designing. Do you get my point now? So, as designers too, as your own, I will still get there. I'll still get there. Confidence is very important. There's a time I will design, sir, 3 to 4 logo concepts, sir, and I'll still be forgetting, like, hey, which one will they pick like this? Oh God, I beg. Will they pick anyone like this? Now, I do one, but if I notice from our conversation the kind of client I'm dealing with, I do one more concept, but emphasize the first one I did, because I will sit down and what we set well. That's why I say you have to ask a lot of questions. Ask them. The last project I did, the husband said the wife is a perfectionist, and I needed to design the logo for the wife, not the man. So first of all, what he's telling me that I will first scrutinize it before taking it to my wife. Abi, if you are taking something to your wife and it to your wife will ask you, you didn't see it? Abi, if I ask you, didn't you see it? Do you think this is befitting me or befitting my business? Do you get my point now? So it is very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. Creative, right? It can be challenging. Yes. I have 60% of the project I've worked on so far in my design journey as something I've seen it before. Probably is not. I've worked on project that I've not done before in my life. I take it scared. I worked on a brochure for one UK company, and it was a real estate company. I slept and woke up on Pinterest for 2 days. There was no inspiration. Let me put it that way. I couldn't create any mood board. Everything was looking like interior decor. You get? So it was looking like more of the interior, the inside, not like the outside, having layout plan, having all the details of the layout, how the outer part of the building and all. None. But thanks to God, as I say, God they run am for us. I sat down. The only correction were the floor plan, the numbers, and it was from their side. Me said I shock. None from the color to the layout. None. Maybe I will show you guys later. None. They took it. They were so happy because I delivered at the shortest period of time. So they were so happy, like I could turn over. So that's the point. Sometimes when it comes to challenging, it's going to be challenging. As you're saying now, you might have a client, right, that wants you to design. Let me use a baby dedication flyer. Baby dedication flyer, and he has given you a picture. Design. You think it's simple, Abi? Collect it first. You now understand that it's not simple. So it can be very challenging, but collect it. That's why I used to tell designers, try and join communities. Try if adventure, let's say we are meeting now. If probably you have designed probably after 6 months, we've gone our ways and you are doing your thing, and you are working on a project and you seem to not understand it. Quickly reach out to me. Sir, bros, this thing, how do I do too? Even as per se, I'm a senior designer. I enter communities. Help me, help my life. I don't know how to go about this thing. I have an idea, but do you think? Then you're like, no. You will be amazed at responses. Like, take. This is a template. You don't finish. So that part number 2, expect it. You might not have done it before. Expect it. In fact, the place of logo, because you can't design the same logo. Let's say you see a logo and you pick it and go and give someone else. They will sue, and the thing will come back to you, and that's problem. So when it comes to logo, you can't just go to Freepik or go online and go and download one generic logo and you now put the person's name. You see, I don't want to break table, but I will break it. You see all those people that say hair stylist, all those logos, all the same. One day you want to do one program, you just see same icon everywhere, different name. Arike's hair, Bimbo's hair, the same. You're wondering, is it collaboration? Now there they go know say they should pay a better designer to do a better logo for them. Because people like things, cheap things, very cheap. Rewarding, yes, it's rewarding. You make money, but you have to put in the work. I'm telling you, you have to put in the work. It's rewarding. Now imagine I didn't learn, I didn't get to this point. There's a likelihood that they will not refer me to daddy to say, okay, come and teach you guys. There's a probability, right? You know, like, do you know me from anywhere before? I currently design for Youth Province 14. In fact, I'm the head of design for the province. So that's when I met Pastor. So that's just the thing. And me, I'm not the kind of person, once you need my service in my church, I go all in. I will leave paid projects sometimes. Because now God, they run now. I'm telling you, I have managed projects. I've done some projects that normally, if I'm by skills. But God, once you do God's own, God will just drag every protocol aside and give you that one. Say, this guy did my own first, so yeah, take this one. I worked on a project that I was planning to move. I just recently moved to Abule Jeshaye. I was in entertainment at Yaba side. The money I used to rent this apartment came in barely a week. One project. I've been trying to save since January last year. Shishi. It's not like I didn't see money. It was going somewhere. That same ending of the week of August. Just one project. And then we had skill acquisition program in our church. I design mostly of our church flyers, and in fact sometimes I run away from meetings from the national because I'm also part of the NYaya media team. I run away sometimes because they know that once I'm the active person. You can't drop message for me and I will not see it except I'm sleeping, and I'll reply immediately. So they don't know already. So anytime they were like, call Ade, he will always reply you. I don't have any option. But that's my own deal with God. That's my own deal. He says, okay, take this creativity. You do mine, I will set to yours. You don't finish. So, collaborative, yes. Just like I mentioned, if you have a project, like, I can't handle this project. This Alpha, how much? See, there's one issue we have in this country, is that we want to chop everything. That project is 2 million naira. 2 million. You don't calculate that. iPhone 16 Pro Max 1 point. Or I will buy this latest Mac. And you know that this project, even if you handle it alone, you might go overboard the delivery time because you want to impress them. You know this project will take you a month, but you said okay, within 2.5 weeks you should be done. Right? Now you know that you can be done in 2.5 weeks, but unfortunately you got another project. In fact, that project it has been pending. They paid you 70% of the money. The client just entered your DM. Okay, oh yeah, let's continue. So what do? So what I do most times, I just call Alpha, how much is your rate? How much are you going to collect for this design? And I don't call any now person because if I'm delivering excellence, I have to get someone that. So sometimes I just sit down. If I can't take it, I look at the time. I can't take it, I will leave it. Because my own people too, but they will charge higher. Now I beg something tonight. Collect this small amount. I beg. I know because that's the truth. If you ask me to do a job, you are expecting the best from me, sir, right? You have seen what I can do. Now, if I now give it to someone who is not going to bring the best, it's double work for me. Because I have to sit down again and do it again. Then I'm not saving time. So I'd rather get someone who can deliver as per quality I do and deliver to you. I don't mind giving the whole amount. What I'm trying to do is I'm protecting the relationship. So it's more than just the money. Sometimes the collaboration is more than just the money. It will also expose you. You will know how to work with team. See, I'm telling you that I'm team lead of a particular company now for design, right? Imagine I don't collaborate. I'll find it difficult to work with team. I'm telling you. So when the head of marketing is saying A, now I'll be saying B. So it's important. Career prospect, yes. So far now, I graduated with public administration. I've never used certificate in my life. The only thing maybe I can use, but probably I want to go and do masters. It has been graphic design. In fact, the thing I've been using is just scrollable like this. When I started, now it's portfolio. Nobody's going to ask you, what did you graduate with? What did you study? Okay, what can you do? Show me what you've done. You don't finish. I experience. So every little single design you are doing now, just like I showed you my Behance that time, keep it. For your level, keep it. So when a client comes, have you done this for? Yes. That's why I used to tell my design mentee. Tell them, hello. When you are less busy, go on Pinterest, pick a design, replicate. If you don't know how to do it, meet me. Let's do a section on it. Oh yeah, I will call other guys. Alpha, do you know how to do this? Oh yeah, let's do it. Let me show you guys. It's important because it will help you on the long run. By the time you start getting jobs, they will ask you what, like pastry. You've done pastries, Abi. You said 4 years, Abi. Imagine you don't have any picture. Imagine. You now call, I will now say, okay, I beg, I want to do cake. I want to do small chops. I beg, what you don't do before? And we don't really take pictures. Say, even if you call one of your clients, like how do I know? It's a taste board. It's a taste board. How will I know? I have not tasted before. Even I could, if he or she could be probably business for hire. Maybe just as the person, let me tell and say the small chop sweet, the cake makes sense. But if I've seen pictures, you know, some people actually do cake, not because of the taste, because of the design. Oh fine. But like it to fine. They don't care if people who's going to eat it. So it's very important. Then the disadvantage is you see what I'm wearing. You see what I'm wearing. You might likely wear it. Yes. And I sit along a lot of time. And you might need to also get a smartwatch. This one I will tell me anytime I'm sitting above an hour or got stand up. Sometimes I don't listen. When I'm neck deep in projects, I don't listen. I just continue. So I can do 2 hours. Then I stand up. I go out and go and play. Do you know why I said that? Because your eyes will be seated on screen for hours. And the best thing that is stand up, leave that vicinity. Go and look at so many other things. Because something about your eye is that when you start picking this color, you start seeing blue all around. But if you leave, you can see other things. There's a way it corrects your eyes. The reason why I said I sleep and wake up on Pinterest is not because I don't have any other. I watch movies and anybody. But the thing is, Pinterest has different designs, different layouts. They know how to use some. I'll see some designs there. I criticize. The only thing I like there is the way they use the icon or they use the text. Maybe they use the background. As I'm seeing it, I am wetting my mind already. So by the time I go to my design, so there's this topic, my mind is happy like, idea I don't do. I eat it and now I'm done. I have some clients say, now where are the top money with that? Rush hour fee. I said, bring them. Just sit down. I said, I use it. Then I don't collect my money. Collect the real fee, collect rush hour fee. So, but if I don't, if I don't say, well, to me, that disadvantage is part of it for me too. It don't become part of me. A desk job, yes. See, everybody is seated. You can't stand up and be designing. Could possible carry your system like this? It's not possible. You will lose concentration. It's competitive, yes. Like I said, you are his competitor now. She's your competitor. Adu. Imagine there's someone announced now that a company needs a graphic designer. All of you will send CV, like, because you want to collect the job. Come competitive. Dealing with bad clients. You see that part? They will frustrate you. I've trained it for a client, sir. I didn't know he was a lawyer. My pastor intervened. Yes, he was on my nerves for almost 3 hours. I changed it for him. It was my pastor that settled the matter. I had to. He reported me to my pastor is also a lawyer. I don't know if you know Pastor Daya Kimbajo. Oh, he's a doctor now. So apparently, the client also is a lawyer. So they knew each other. He was now reporting me to him. My pastor just called me and told me, I said, I don't enter Wala. My pastor never called me like this. The moment he called me, he just clicked that, I feel he's our client. So he just sat down, this one, I said, and this one, I said, me too, I was saying, well, the truth of the matter is, my business is registered. Even if you are a lawyer, if you breach an agreement, we'll settle it in court. I might not even pay shishi, because as it is, still have small influence. I have people I can talk to. I have family, and I think 2 family members who are sad. I'll just tell you, sir, come back. Me only conversion. But what will that one take me to? This same client that I fought with, she did like 3 to 4 projects with me. We still worked. But you see this one, I'm begging you people, patience, fruit of the spirit. Very, very important. What I do now professionally is that once you want to work with me, I give you 3 as part of the package, 3 revision. Once you don't turn 4, I send you another invoice. Okay? That change it to S. Even if it's your mistake, you will pay. So their brain is set. They calm down. Give me all the details. You can't be wasting my time. It's my time you are paying for now, not even the creativity. Because why will I sit down for long hours with my back? I don't spoil how I finish. When I'm supposed to be playing, I'll now shift to your job. They will now start telling me, I don't feel like this color is good after 1 week. You will pay. So, also working on that pressure. Yes, so as we're setting up, I'm with one of the adversaries. I'm part of their members, and we were deliberating on this one. I woke up in the morning working on different designs this morning. This one. I had to do that. My mind was not even here at first. So you work on that pressure. That's the point. What if, as you are working, go for my system last week, the keyboard suddenly went off. It was not working. I didn't notice because I was using external. I have a workstation. I was using external keyboard. It was on Friday. I wanted to go out, so I carried system. So I forgot something. So as soon as I opened it up, it was not bringing the keyboard light. I said maybe I reduced it because it has a touch bar. It's not answering. I ignored. Put password. Keyboard no dey work again. And so I did like this. System that I just bought last year, December. Let me say amount I bought it. And I took it back for 5,000 for keyboard. I didn't plan it. And I had projects to deliver. So what if that happened? That's working under pressure. I sat for almost 4 hours with the engineer. Said they had to change the keyboard. Blah, 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 blah. I missed 1 meeting. I nearly missed the second meeting. So there are unforeseen circumstances that will make you work under pressure. And it's just something. Like I said, there are more pros and cons of graphic design than what I listed above, but the listed are the obvious ones. These are basically the obvious ones. Then skills needed as a graphic designer, practical skills, verbal communication. I'm not with my iPad. Well, I've showed you the second bar, but this number 1, verbal communication. Like I kept mentioning, verbal communication, learning how to create conversation, communicate. Thank you, sir. Learning how to communicate is very important. It's very, very important. I was making an example of pastor sending me text. What's the name? Topic. No Bible text. And me, I worked on design, thinking, I don't finish design. Pastor see this one, like, you get him. Don't send it to head of media. Head of media send pastor. Head of media. They will not say anything. They will just forward from there. Now you get the reply, not be them. You just forward. You just see forwarded. Hey, voila. I've been wondering what's going on. But these people are not. They are not computer. They are human beings that you can converse with. All I need to do is enter pastor's pastor. Sir, that topic, is there a Bible text? Or what do you think? In fact, one of my pastors entered my DM. Was it day before yesterday? Of the topic he was going to take, I think last Wednesday. He told me he has an idea and he just wrote everything down. Said, oh, thank you. You made the work easy for me. Now imagine he didn't do that. I just read the topic, I just do one casual. And in his mind, is expecting one thing. Let him do with your client too. If you tell me, sir, I want to design a flyer, this and this, I want to design the logo, this and this and this, so. But in your mind, you want the logo to have a tail, 2 horns, right? But me, when you gave me the name of the business, I already have an idea. Like, okay, it looks simple, it just look round, nothing else. We have 2 different concepts, right? If I deliver that to you, will you take it? You won't. Well, like, this is what I have in mind. But knowing me, I'll come to your DMO, sir, do you have a logo that looks like what you want? You just like that feel, that way it looks like. Number 1 question. Number 2, and the color, what do you think? Some clients can be very confusing. Like, I don't have a particular color. Maybe you should try purple. Maybe I said, no, sir, don't let us try purple. What do you think? Sometimes I ask them for their favorite color. That's a bad question too for me, because some don't have favorite color. Just what I do is, once I'm done, I use black, send it to them. Send. No, but you didn't pick color before. You can ask your wife, ask your girlfriend. Let them like, or you have a brand. So see, if you have conversations with them and let them talk, say what is on their mind, you'll be making mistakes. You guys will keep doing revision over and over again. It's like you want to get married to someone. If you never ask the person, come and marry me, how will the person know that you want to marry? Even if you have it in your mind till tomorrow. If you like, carry the ring up and down like this, be showing her. If you don't say, babe, marry me, how will she respond? Do you get my point, sir? So you have to know the mind of the person. Know the mind of the person. Let the person speak up. Like, this is it. This is what I'm doing. The logo I was telling you about, the woman perfectionist. I have a questionnaire for logos that I sent. So she told me everything I need to know. So when I was going to my design, it was just thank God for God, sir. It was just a click. Because I knew already what she wanted. In fact, her color she said she wanted black. Because after we did black, I now asked the husband, sir, do you think we can maybe should use another color? Now me still use color. I still have to pick the color myself and and they now love it. So give them the chance to say what they want. So once they are done and they see in quote the good thing or the rubbish they wanted, and now advise them. And sir, it's an agricultural brand. You should maybe let's try green. Agricultural brand using red. How? But that's his favorite color. Do you want to blame him? Don't blame him now. Don't blame her now. He said one blue. No, don't blame them. It's what they want. But being a designer, you can now advise them. But you know that, or you start showing them. You see this brand. You see flower mills. You see the color. They use yellow and green. What do you think, sir? Can we? That's a good idea. Some of them don't know anything. You'll be so surprised. Some of them don't know anything. So you have to communicate. Second one, drawing and sketching. Yes. Let me show you my keep notes. Let me show you my keep notes. This is my keep notes. See. You see sketches. 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 Me that I'll be inside the bedroom. I'm with my phone. I did have it. Now I try to drop pass. I'll just hold that shower like this. I'll just be connecting the dots. And guess what? That's what client will take. So don't limit your mind. The moment you start limiting your mind, like that designer for that thing they did like this. No, do it your own way first. Because you are just sketching. I've sketched that. I tweak it, like I put something on board. When I was learning design, I later discovered that it won't work that way. But if you don't sketch or draw, at that time you have it in mind, you might forget, because the concept, you might forget. So learn the act. It's not compulsory. but learn the art. It's like you are done searching for design on Pinterest, and you want to come up with your own unique design. All you need to do is pick up a sheet. Okay, you have seen like 6 to 10 designs. This person put the date here. Then you're like, okay, you now look at, okay, which best way you draw it out. Okay, I can put my date here. I can put time here. I can put the image here. Do you get my point now? So it's important we know how to what. At least you don't have to be a graphic artist or a visual illustrator to know how to design. No, it's just all I designed there. Does it look fine? None. It's just to at least put an idea to it. Research. See number 3. If you want to make it in this industry, you must know how to research. Because there's something that you cannot see with your ordinary eyes. When I mean ordinary eyes, it's not on the surface. It's not. There are some elements the time I was seeing some kind of design trending or more, I looked for it. I was like, which kind of element these people they use? Until I searched one of the I'll give you this guy the site. I said to I think the 13th or 15th page. You know, if you are looking for something, when you say the first page, tell the second page, third page, go back to the first page, pick that one and go. Me, I can do as far as 30 pages. Just keep clicking. Next. If you are not patient enough, you will not get what you want. If you are not patient enough, you will not get the resources. I work on some designs and like my immediate are like, wait. The company I said I'm the head of design, the chief marketing officer she was still lamenting like, how do I get images? I'm like, that's my work. That's what I do for a living. It is part of it. How to get images, get icons, whichever thing I need to design. Yoruba will say, I don't know if you guys understand. You guys are millennials, have you? If you understand, sir. You I'm sure you do understand. You guys are young, these are youngsters now. Yeah, don't worry. I grew up a bit with my grandma, so I understand some of this Yoruba. But what I'm trying to say is that when you are looking for something, you look for it everywhere. It's like, imagine now that you can't do without probably your glasses, and you mistakenly throw it somewhere you don't know. How will you look for it, sir? Anywhere. In fact, to where you don't think. In fact, you can go and take your pot of soup. I'm telling you, because it can be anywhere. The same thing with quality things. So most times they will not show you the quality. They want you to research, look for it. It might be that singular thing they are looking for that will make the meaning of all the projects you are working on. So it's very key. Sorry. Software skills, we'll get to that. Knowing how to use software, it's very important. Time management, yes. See, in this age, everything is what? Time, it's running. Gone are the days where you tell clients 72 hours, 3 days, or 48 hours, 2 days. Me, by the grace of God, max, I'm not in the mood 3 hours. I give you your design. I move. Logo, less than 24 hours. And still have some guys, they'll give you a month. People have finished your they finish your project. When they send you the first iteration, first idea, concept, you see it, you approve it. See that brand guide. Within 78 hours, they are finished. 72 to 78 hours, they are finished. With that month, 1 month, they are working on other projects. Just come after 1 month. Just pay them their money and they are good. Because if they deliver it after 7 days, they'll be like, God bless you. That's the word. Me, I tell them, it's easy. Alpha, you get laptop. Make an install Photoshop for you. I can't do it. Now you pay for my time. It's as simple as that now. You have shot yourself in the leg. So you don't have time. Why are you coming to me? I create time for it, sir. I said politely, I insulted because yeah, I understand, sir, but you have to create time for this thing too. Since you don't want to pay me, sir. You just send an emoji. I said, movie going on. But you have to pay for my time. That's the thing. Attention to details. Yes. See that one. It's part of patience. You have to be patient. I'm telling you. There's a time I delivered a flyer to our church, like I think this Sunday or last Sunday. It was when it was posted. No, it was a birthday flyer. I think I made a mistake. It was when it was posted after 30 minutes. Someone just entered my DM. Said, Mr. Adekunle, I think there's an error. I just went back to the flyer, started scanning through. When I saw the error, I said, yeah. I said, yeah, Jesus. And truly I was rushing. So when it comes to, don't let any client rush you before you deliver it. Look at it one by one. Make sure the sides are siding well. The color used, they are not two different colors. The fonts are sitting well. It's important. That's what brings excellence. See, let me tell you something. By default, human beings, we look for fault first. Where it take make that mistake, start judging. That's the thing. Don't blame anybody. Don't blame your clients. Now the fault you first look for first. If you want to buy something online, sir, what you go do? Especially second hand. Even if they tell you it is perfect, like you enter that DM, what's the issue? Say you get an issue. Because you want to know. You're like, maybe by you clean. That's the first thing they want to see. If any scratch. But they are not seeing the overall. But that dent is like raining white. And just a top of that. That's where your eyes will go first. See this shirt. My eye has been on that butterfly. Because that's where my eyes is going to. Because that's the only distinctive difference there. That's how mistake can be. And it can cost you a lot. I'm telling you. So it's important. Then psychological skills. Like I said, confidence. See, I'm not saying you should, with all boldness, design rubbish and send to your client too. They will, with all boldness, insult you too. So, but when I be confident, knowing truly whether you can defend this. When I design logo, I don't just set the logo. I tell them why I use the icon, use the element, use the resources, why I feel it is the perfect thing for the business, why the color suits, and what it symbolizes. You too as a client, when you are done reading it, like or more this guy put thought to it. It's the truth. Sometimes I don't know how to put it in words. I just know that ChatGPT guy alpha. So you see this thing, let me put on well. Just arrange them. See, it's part two. So as a designer, you need to know how to learn. I do content creation, by the way. I write content. See, you have to learn so many things. Oh. I'm telling you have to learn so many things. Because there are things I might say now that when you start meeting up with clients or start doing things, you will actually learn on the job. That's when I've learned on this job. You see criticism. Yes, you see this one, number 2. It can affect you mentally. Start having anxiety. So when a project comes, your mind will just cut. Just start you up one client. I want to say your mind will just cut. Say, yeah. God bless you. That's the word. First thing. What if this? I have a design mentor like that. And when he's done with design, I'm like, why you call the fear? Because if like maybe he has objections. It's part that when I have sections, I tell them, your creativity is your own. It's nobody's own. Own it. Own it. And when you are being criticized, sit it down, sieve it. Pick the one that are useful to your career. Ignore the remaining. But I've gone to that part too. It might not be easy for beginners though. But receiving criticism, people don't know how to. It's where your Oga. What's your name, sir? Joseph. Oga. Kill it. If they want to finish you, they will now send voice notes. Oga. Tell you, the color you Danny. You can't see that color is bad. You get blind. Are you blind? How will you take it? Just imagine you are not even a Christian again. Now Bas goes so. Okay, what will you tell me I'm blind? And you could have just told me that the color is not nice. Okay, come on, Jerry, just eat block. I had a friend who I have worked on 3 or 4 of his projects. The guy kept trashing my design, yet he was using the design. He still owed me today. What I did after the 4 projects, I'm the kind of person I learned patience over time. So I learned how to handle all these bad clients. But this one was my friend. Let me say you don't get money. He sells cars, exotic cars, not Tokumbo, brand new. But I blocked him. Yes, I blocked him, deleted his number. Sometimes it calls for that kind of measure. Some clients, once you are done with them, double. Till Jesus come, I know they work for you again. Sometimes now it's from conversation. I'm sorry, I cannot work on this. I cannot work on this project for now for you. Can I refer someone? So it's don't worry, you will learn on the job. So receiving criticism, it's key. Coping with failure, it's also part. So when you make mistake, I've worked on a project for almost a week. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't being paid, but I wasted time. I had to tell them I cannot continue with the project. But guess what? The Barana project, I killed it. So sometimes when I mean coping with failure is that when failures come, don't wallow in it. Don't adapt to the failure. Get the failure. See it. Oh, I have failed here. Get better. Do you get my point? Get better at it, because there's a way to affect you psychologically. So when I give you a project now, you work on a project, and probably you failed at it. You know, there's probably like, I have messed up myself. Oh, I'm not sure I can do this. No, pick up another one. That's the place of research. That's the place of keep practicing. Like someone who plays football, sir. Plays football today. You don't go out to go and work out. Next 2 months, you want to go and... Do you think you are going to be fit as someone who exercises and plays every day? Never. As someone who does all this fashion design, know how to use all this machine. So I know you sew for 1 month, then you went to go and look for money. That came back 8 months later. It's like I still know how to do this thing. So, by the time that need to enter your hand like twice, your body will calm down. It's like that. So you have to be consistent with it, even if it has entered your hand before. In fact, that's a good example. Pin enter your hand, pass. I know they do again. No. What's the sweet thing when you are coming back after 8 months or 1 year, and you have people, and I tell them that when I started, but I didn't stop there. But imagine someone that stopped there, that come by, and you are with that same colleague, like that person is telling that story, you are telling your story of failure. That one is telling your story of success. Like that pin entered my hand, though. And me, I ran away. I don't do. You hear me? How much am I looking for? That I will allow pin to enter my hand again. That person is just sat down to failure and felt like I can't do it again. The Bible will say, don't let me go to the right again. I wanted to say, person badani. I had to go. So determination, yes. See, in fact, they follow each other. This follows this. This follows this. This follows this. So when you fail, you're determined to get back up to be better, right? So you have to be determined. All I've been saying is, in fact, in summary, is just to be determined. There are days when you don't feel like. There are days some clients will even delay your payments. You need that money. You have finished project. They will not send you money. That thing happened to me this week. I expended all my money. And I mean, I'm the kind of guy, I don't like entering their house. Like, is this guy looking for money? Sometimes I enter there and say, sir, what I do is I will tag the invoice. Just tag the invoice. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? Trust you had a great day. They don't understand. Like, oh, sorry, I will pay you now. That's the thing. So also being a team player, it comes psychology. I'm telling you, because just like you will relate with your friend, so you can live with other team members too to get things done. It's very important, so that you guys can be on the same page. It's very important. So if he's saying, let's say he's a marketing manager, he's a sales rep, you are the head of sales, and she's the chief communication officer. You guys are on the same level, Abby. In the sense that everything you are doing is what still revolves around publicity. I am the designer. You are saying King James Version. She's saying NLT. She's saying NIV. is saying ESV. Everything falls by that you want to make money. May I now come to your side? If I pick only ESV, there's going to be a problem. So all I need to do is sit down, understand the overview, and tell you guys in amplified. You get the point now. So that's the thing. So I will now be telling you guys that I understand what you guys are saying, but if I'm the one designing, Abby, so I'm the one pouring all your arts out into a design. So this is it. But imagine now, I just pick ESV, I ignore all these ones. Let's go and design. You feel like it's partial. Maybe it does not value my own opinion. Do you get the point? So that's part of being a team player too. Then the last one, this is the mother of everything. This thing. Don't worry. Especially if you are a man. Okay. So like I said the other time, there are more skills than what is listed. These ones are the important ones. So let's quickly go to fundamentals of graphic design. All right. So the ultimate goal of any piece of graphic design is to make an impression. That is a lasting impression. In fact, that's emphasized. But I need to bold in that part. A lasting impression. In fact, and it's only once we have a solid idea. To all I've been saying the other time, verbal communication, drawing and sketching. Sorry, let me go back. Researching, software and skills, time management, attention. See, it's what? It's only once we have a solid idea developed through the design process, which I'm going to talk about, that we can bring that idea to life. So it's important that the ultimate goal of any piece of graphic is to make an impression, a lasting one. So when you see it, it clicks. This is, you see, sometimes you see some billboard, you look at it again. Let me show you one manipulation. I'm coming. I'll still go back there. Let me see if I can see the design. You see the design? Do you guys understand this concept? See that guy at the back? Most likely represents Moses. Every teaching that my own now, every teaching that comes, in fact, the teaching of ministry per se started with Moses, because that's where he got the 10 Commandments. Do you get the point now? So it's more like a tenet, a doctrine. So this designer went as far back as I went to go and pick. See this image this designer used. You will look for this image, or you might not find it. I'm telling you. In fact, it might even use AI. Do you get the point now? So imagine he has not done his homework, everything. How will he come up with this solid idea? Another person could put explore and put navigation or compass. Do you get my point now? So why this kind of image? Do you get the point now? Exactly. So now imagine this same topic in an organization, not a church. Now bringing this kind of design to like, when did I turn CEO be telling you, when did I turn pastor? Does it look like what organization wants to do?
I don't even see it as Moses. Sometimes it look like a
You see what I'm saying? So it's important that even before you design, have a solid idea. That's a part of verbal communication, all the paying attention to details, research, drawing and sketching. Do you get my point? So it's key. Let's go back. So like I said, a lasting impression, in fact, and it's only once we have a solid idea developed through the design process that we can bring that idea. What I just showed you now, they brought the idea to life. Pastor Iron, Apostle Iron, he has a topic, explore the doctrine of the ministry or the teaching of the ministry. Oh yeah, by media team, come up with something. So they gave what the goal was to make an impression. We saw the impression, a lasting one, in fact, right? And what trade, which of course, once we have a solid idea, develop through the design process, the process at which being a designer, that's your work. Then what? To bring the idea to life. So that's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate goal. And through which to bring the design to life, we have the elements and the principles of design. The normal principle of life is when you want to walk, you walk with your legs, Abi, or your feet rather. You now wake up one day, carry head, put for ground. There's probability that they will just carry you arrow straight or jabba left. This guy needs it. There's something wrong with him. Do you get my point now? Or you just wake up, principle of or the guideline to using laptop, just carry laptop, enter kitchen, on gas, just put on top, start now pour oil. Two things. If God likes you, you'll not explode. But if you explode, you don't go with that. So to everything that has a manual, same thing with design, same with every skills. There's a manual to it. That's what we call the element and principle. Manual. So we have elements. Those are the lines, color, shape, text, space, and form. Then we have principles, balance, repetition. So principles are just like you work this way, you do it this way. Once you do this way, you get what you need. No stress. You get. But these elements are as I'm going out now. So this is the way. So principle is that dress modest. That's principle, right? Now, element is the kind of clothes. I'm wearing native now. You are wearing English, Abi. That's the elements. These are my elements. These are my elements. What I'm wearing. All these additions. Sir? Exactly. The elements are different. These are my elements. These are my elements. But the principle is this. Dress modest. Do you get the point now? So when it comes to design too, the principle is follow the balance, repetition, contrast, hierarchy. That is set. But then you can now use your element anyhow. But what? Let it give what? A what? A lasting impression. If you see me like this now with my bag, that guy look like one big man. Happy? But imagine say I roll up one sleeve, I roll this one up, I carry one zipper for hand, come impression. They will like say that guy on the crate small though. So you see, there are two impressions. So one is bad, one is good. Do you get the point now? Let's quickly go to elements, what we call it today. So line, as little or simple or as, let me say, minute line might be, it's very important in business, in design. What am I saying? God, business to worry me. So sorry, thinking about something else already. Line is very important in design. You can use line to what? Demarcate or differentiate some things, right? You can use line. Very, very important. So one of the most basic visual elements of design is the line. Line can be used to what? Add structure to a composition. It can be straight, curved, just like you have the example, thin, thick, solid, and dashed. Let's look for an example here. You see that background? What's that? Line. You see? You see this? That's what? That's line. Let's look for another one. Let me look for one they used more lines. Okay, let's see this. You see how they use this line to demarcate? Sorry, I search more of church flyer designs here. That's why you keep saying, they keep bringing to my notice. You see? You see? Imagine there's no line here. So someone is just, you just read on 20. Thank you. Somebody just read it together and you're like, it will not make any sense. Just like we put space when we are typing. That's how line is very important in design. Because if you write it now, if you want to write something, imagine you write your name all together. Okay, they just call your name. Adekunle Adebono. They call you Mr. Adekunle, just call it. Though we are calling it, it might not sound obvious, but write it down. Just right now, we want to write first name, write Adekunle Adebono, then last name, write Adebono again. Doesn't sound nice now. So line is very important in design. Very, very important. Like I said, as simple as it might look, it can differentiate anything. But just like we say that. All right. Okay.
How do you? I'm seeing 2 lines there.
Okay.
I think the equation and that.
Which one?
Maybe can you do?
This one and this one.
Yeah, there are 2 different lines.
So there's another one I just saw now, sir. Let me see if I can. So, in fact, I just saw one now. Aside this, there's one here. There's one here. Imagine they wrote this number together. Omo, you start asking which country code. Do you get the point now? You just think like a serial code or do you get the point now? So as minute or as maybe insignificant you might think the line is, it's actually very important. So it's like, let me give an example, like belt. You go buy, you are size 30. You like the jean. That jean fine, but now size 35. God want to help you. You forgot your belt. You went to camp. You forgot your belt at home. I didn't mention name. Do you get the point now? So as little like that belt might not look really important to you, but when it comes to now wearing that trouser, it's very important. It's very important. You will not even use rope. How? Rope will not carry it. It will not zag. Now see, you now see some hole under like this. So you now be start dragging your trouser like this, holding it. You don't want to. You will sew it here like this. Then when you put it, you now everything does zag. Now be holding your trouser. Now be pulling it up like this. So it's very important. Then we have color. Color is one of the most obvious elements, obviously. Abi, it's one of the most obvious elements for both the user and the designer. Right? If what I can tell in this part is that every shirt you guys are wearing, or the clothes are wearing, color is different. What I'm wearing is a color. You get? So it can stand alone as a background, right? And be applied to other elements. Yes, you can apply it to, just like we saw that design. That line was white. It could have been black, but we see it. You will not see it on that design because the background is black already. Then shapes, texture, or typography, what we call fonts. Color creates moods. We are looking at one. Let me show you. See the design. You see the design now. Which mood this flyer give you now? What kind of mood is it? Let me look for that one. Let me look for that one that complements that song. Looking for. Where is it? Oh, I'm coming. No, there was one I saw the other time. Only this is Oble. And also all those shining lights in club. So that's the kind of mood it creates. That's the kind of mood it creates. What about this one? What? You are squinting your eyes already because it's creating a mood already. That's a mood already. Like, I beg you. But you see one like, wow, This is beautiful. It's a mood already. So that's the importance of color. Let's take for instance. But this is very simple. You are designing a burial flyer. You are now using bright colors, shiny, confetti everywhere. Everywhere is not pumping. Burial flyer. Do you get my point now? Or you want to do wedding flyer, like all these IV cards. You're now using that one is better. You are using green and yellow. It does not bridge any quality. So color, it's very important when it comes to design. Color is very important. Look at this now. You can barely see it. Imagine it was even white they used. You would have liked the design. Imagine white on this or white as a background. It would have popped, right? So that's the thing. So there's a way you will give, meaning to a particular design based on the color. Sometimes it's very important. So like we have here, basic. I'm still going to get there. The primary colors, secondary color, and tertiary colors. I'm still going to get there. Are we done? So shapes could either be geometric or organic, like we have there. Geometric and the organic part. They are they are defined by boundaries such as line or color, and they often used to emphasize. That's the basis of shape. Can you see all those shapes there? Right? Let's go to the practical part. Let me use first as an example first. You see this shape? This is a shape, So it's making an emphasis on that Sunday. So they had to create a shape to show that, oh, it's Sunday. Look at it. Yeah. It's free. They had to create a particular, like this one, this particular information, I want you guys to see it. That's why I'm creating a different mood for it. See the barcode too. See the background here. These are shapes. See how they are using to distinct the different elements from this part. You see what I'm saying now? So shapes are very important in design. Let's look for more examples. And the reason why I'm showing examples is that by the time you start seeing designs, you can easily relate. Which one? This? This one, Abi? Or this? Oh, okay. This one, Abi? Aha, thank you. I wasn't looking out. Can you see what I'm saying? See how they make it as blocks here, like it's sitting on the floor. That's how you can use shape. See? You see? You see how they design this shape? Do you see? Fine. There's a shape here. So, and another thing is the application. The way you apply the shapes is very, very important. And also, shapes could come in this form. In this form. Shape as in a line. Right? This is an empty space. And shape as in color. Let me give you an example of what I'm saying. Shape as in color. I'm not sure there is shape as in line here. None. I will look for one and show you. But shape as in color. You see what I'm saying now? So let me see if I can get one for which one? Fasting. Sorry, 21 days, 21. Okay. Does it? No. Aha, this is it. You see? You see what I'm saying now? So the inner is transparent. So shape as a line. This is for the color. So you can easily differentiate now. Shape as in color, as in line. You see how they use these shapes. That's everything is sitting well. See how they use the shape. See the shape is from this. Shape is from this. You see? So that's, imagine this person no sabi all this principle. There's a good that you might not end up doing this kind of design. It might look chaotic more than that oble we saw. Do you get the point now? Then form. So this form, you might not always meet this form in design, but one way or the other, they are in, well, I call them invisible, but you use. So form is described as any three-dimensional object. Forms are the 3D equivalent of shapes, normal, right? And as such are measured by their height, width, and depth. It says that you see, you don't, okay. You see all this. Let me show you in design. I used to see people they use this in normal now. When you come there, let me okay, not this. Let me use it. It don't go. That person's design, and it is, in fact, it's a very good example. I don't play. Okay, I know what to do. It's not hard. Sure. This is a form. Thanksgiving. You can create this yourself, or you can download something called mockup. So let me show you. Yes. Where's my free pick? Where's my okay? Text effect. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying now? So the person might actually have probably come here and pick. Do you get now? Some of these are not entirely mock-up. Now, in the sense that when I mean mock-up, you can easily edit. Once you download this now and click on, there's a space where once you double click on it, you see this thing. It will not be written this way. It will be written as a flat object, flat text. So you just have to type your own thing, then you convert it to this. Then you can lift from there. I will show you guys. You can lift from there and put it on a design. So you get now. So this same. Imagine probably you want to work on a flyer called the King's Banquet, a royal kind of. I can easily pick this, regardless of whether the name is King. They use it to write all this royal stuff. The lettering alone makes it look like it's a royal stuff. So it makes this site makes it easy for you to get resources. I will drop the link on the group. Free pick. There are free things that are premium. As you can see, the licensing here, free, premium, and they also have only AI generated too as well. So, but for mockups, I would not suggest you use AI generated. Just the generic stuffs there. Then that's that for form. Then we have space. This element. Let me give you an example. Like you like.
Tailor. So we gave tailor clothes. Oh yeah, come and sew clothes. But the tailor didn't mention the way, or you mentioned the mistake. So where your clothes supposed to be here, I mean on the straight line. Where your clothes supposed to be on the straight line. And now this one came down. Now looking like this. So, there should be accurate spacing as a form of vice, right? But space can be defined as positive or negative. Then, Positive space refers to the space of the shape. I will show you this one. You see that positive space? So anything, any either color or whatever it is that is solid this way, everything outside here is negative like this. This is positive. Let me show you an example you understand. This one is very nice. Let me look for a simple design. I want to look for a simple design so to explain. Let's try this. You see this design? Imagine this to you know and everything is as big as this. How do you think it's going to look like? But wait. Where's our baby? Where is space here? So there's no negative space here. Everything is looking like it's positive. Can you see? You take this kind of design. Nothing, everything is shouting for this. So there are no spaces to make every single element or sit down well. Just like I showed you this. You can easily see the logo, isn't it? Because it is sitting well. That's a positive, but every space around this place is negative. So there's a very, very important thing when you have to have negative space in between different elements so you can distinctly see the design. See, exactly. Yes, now, so this is the positive space here on this pocket. Like, please stand up. Look at this cancer state now. This cancer state is that's positive. This other yellow part are the negative. So that's why I was showing you here that this white, can you see negative space refers to the space around and between the subjects. Around. And it could also be between. It says that this could be positive and this is negative. This could be negative and this is positive. Because there is a space between here, so this could be positive. This is solid. Let's imagine everything. But all this TV now, these spaces are negative. This is the only solid because there's an image there. You get what I mean? So this is, for instance now, this is solid, positive space. These are negative. Same with this text. This text is positive, but this space is here and negative because this is solid. This is solid. So when you are designing, see as I use this space here, negative space here. Imagine these are too close, Design will not look aesthetically pleasing. It will not sit well. You know, that's one thing you do. When I showed you the design, you see that they are not sitting well. They don't look back. There's another flyer. You see this one? Oh, the screen of this. Okay, wait. Oh yeah, what about this? It's sweet.
Like
that's how
a
it is.
breathing space.
Exactly. So the moment you don't use your space well, there's going to be a problem. So your audience will not be able to see distinctly what you are trying to tell them. The kind of message you are passing across. So it's important. Let's finish elements, then next week we enter principle. So we have texture. Texture is the perceived surface and quality of the work of art. It is distinguished by its perceived visual and physical properties. right? This could be environmental, biological, or man-made. This is English. I will show you. Let me see you guys. Okay. So let me use. You see this texture? These are textures which can make your design look more like realistic. Now, in the case of, let's say you're working on a flyer and there's no particular image for the background, this can suffice. Let me show you what I'm saying. Let me look for all the design that in fact, before I go too far, you see the background? You see the background? That's texture. But it would be plain, but it will not look nice, right? So, and these are elements. In fact, you see this design. You see this cloud, anything can be textured because it's more like 3D. Just like we explained here. It says what? It's distinguished by its perceived visual and physical properties, right? And what the environmental, biological, or man-made. You get it? So anything that more like texture could be in form of 3D, could be in the form that, and it looks more like it's realistic. Like, you know, how would I put it now? When we say texture, like let me feel texture. So it's something that you can exactly feel with, like you can easily resonate with. So it's, I think that's all for elements. The next thing I think we should go to this of it. I don't know if everybody has any question. Can go back to who's there? Is it there? Okay, yeah, I like the question. Thank you. Now you guys can actually. So we'll be using Photoshop and CorelDRAW. Photoshop. I have my reason why I mentioned CorelDRAW. Because if you come to time, you might need to design for Shomono and Motion Builders. And I'll tell you, they don't know how to use Illustrator. I have worked for a creative friend before. I went to go and learn all these things. What do I do? Even to Photoshop. I've got a period that I sent the PDF. Then they asked me the source file. Me, I didn't know that people don't know how to use Photoshop. I didn't look for the source file. Yes, sent it. I know. I felt CorelDRAW. I just had to carry the PDF. Now edited it from CorelDRAW. Now send CorelDRAW. So that's why I don't stress myself. But I'm outside the country today. I'll go to the CorelDRAW. I'll go to Illustrator. I'll work. But because in this environment we find ourselves, I don't hesitate at all. I just go to CorelDRAW. It's important. In your environment, it's very important too when it comes to design. Now, most likely, if you are working on an organization that doesn't exist, most likely you use Photoshop. Illustrator might actually be called if it's probably an organization that does what's the name, more of let's say real estate, or let's say an advertising agency too, because you have to design for brochure, all those things require that you use. For me, I use Photoshop for almost anything except for logos. I can do design calendar, I can do things, but recently I started using Figma design. So it all depends on what you are good at, right? So I don't know. Everyone is using Windows. Me, I'm using Mac. But I want to go to Windows back. Not I am. Imagine everybody look like I'm a big boy. I'm not a big boy. Just be there to walk. Big boy. Just get it. but I would. So another thing is specification of the laptops. That's another thing. So what I would advise is, if you want to download, go between 2020 and 2021. The battery, the year.
2020 and 2021.
Yes. I think it's better. The reason why I said that is because if you install the latest, you might have issues with fake. God bless you, sir. Yes. If you start asking you for me, the one I'm using here is for Mac, basically. So there's a way they've cracked it, right? There's a way they've cracked it, so that's why I can use it. But for some Windows, there are some scripts that you can also run. That's why I prefer Windows. I can do anything, almost anything. See this one? It's just for fine boy. Say, I have this designer 2019. It should work. See, the key thing is knowing how to use it. So, it's different from Figma now. Figma is changing the interface. Photoshop is the same layout. All the 2025 I'm using now, all they did was add AI generative fields. You can easily generate image, blah blah blah. Though I'm using Krakow, so I'm not preview to the AI whatever tool. Because if I begin to pay for Adobe Creative Cloud here, I don't know how much I'll be charging the client. So do you get the point now? So it's almost the same interface. If I the same interface, they just updated the designs. Like it says that where there were sharp edges, they just made it smooth because that's all. So once you guys have installed that and CorelDRAW 2, it's simple. You can download the latest. But when you are sending to printers, you drop the version to like 15. If you are in 2025, drop like 15. Because all those printers, they don't have the latest. And the only ones they have. And you send it to no. That's the disadvantage of CorelDRAW. If you send me a file of 2019 PSD, it will open completely on my system. If I send it to 2025 version file, it will open in the system. That's what it is. But CorelDRAW will not.
Sorry, for that part, you said 2020.
No, Photoshop. That's Photoshop. But CorelDRAW you can download any day. But when you want to send for print, ask the printer what year or which year the printer is using. So when you are sending the file, you can send to them. So I don't know if you have any questions. Design, the principle of design, the elements of design, or anything about design generally. Or maybe it's not even relating to what I just said, but it was about design. Okay, sir.
Okay, sorry, I'm just coming. I've been watching a lot.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, okay. My own question, I don't know, maybe touch it them or you tell them about. My own is using all this Canvas and Go and the rest. Okay. Most of them have their platform that you can easily, it's just for you to ingest your own get. What can you say about all those Canvas and the rest?
Okay.
And there is another one, I think that one is for, it's an AI.
Okay.
Also,
Image effects.
they have
a lot actually.
For this one is AI.
Okay.
In fact, I use it presently.
Oh, amazing.
I use it as a, because you can't, if you see it, you can't even
Tell.
you can't tell maybe it is graphics.
Okay.
But all I know from my own end, all I know is you have an idea of design.
Yeah.
Of course, you are going to do it.
Yes, that's what I was going to. If I carry Canva today, I will do design. It might not be entirely how I will manipulate it on Photoshop, but I'll get something on. Why? Because I understand the elements are visible. That's why this foundation is very important. We are saying something about what I do, right? The principle is be model established. These are the elements. Includes. So I can pick any material. I can pick any mode of watch. I can pick any mode of beat. I can even wear. But the goal is what? Getting a lasting design out of it. So forget about the software. Once you have something inside, pick any software, you will do something. Even if it is Canva. Before people like me, I don't. Even if you want to start using Canva, you must understand the basics first. knowing how to use color, how to use typography. If you don't know how to do that, even if Adobe comes to your doorstep, if you are giving all the creative clouds, don't pay forever. By then, sir, you'll not be able to do this. But if you know the basics, and you know, if I use this color, say, if I put this alignment, you know, you are saying about presets and templates. Yes, they have the ones that are premium. They have the ones that are basics. If you know that you can afford, in fact, the sweet thing, the premium self, you can edit it to suit your taste because you have a better understanding and a basic understanding on graphic design. So if you give me Canva now and give me a template to work on, if I don't understand that hierarchy has to be put in place, you see that big text they put up here, maybe I can reduce it and make it small, thinking maybe it's too big. But if I have a basic understanding of graphic design, I know that okay, I can as well take advantage of that template. All I probably need to change is just, like you said, just change all the details and you don't finish. But if I don't understand, I'll start moving things.
There's no
From there,
spoil everything. So that's the thing. So I'm not, even if you end up tomorrow saying, okay, now phone I want I was hoping to take one section. The guy was training, one of my friends was training, he uses phone to design. So he's still learning too. So he's not big, but he now said I should take a section to just talk to them. So while I was done talking, the guy was like, you didn't mention. I said, I can't mention. Because the first thing is, it's not about the laptop or the kind of software you use. It's about what do you need? Do you know how to design? So if you give me now, if I went to I can't anything and the only option is Canva, I will do design. All I need to do is just sit a while, adapt to the software, understand how it works, and I'll show you wonders. So that's why I said system or anything is not the first thing. The first thing is understanding. That's why I kept showing examples. See, some of the design there, you won't be surprised that they use Corel. You won't be surprised that they use Canva. You won't be surprised that they use Pixel Lab. You won't be surprised. Me now, I'm not surprised. I have someone on Instagram. The way he uses Corel, I know he uses Photoshop like that. In fact, so it's important that you have to know how to do this thing. Understand the basics before you can. Like a bricklayer. Why do they call them bricklayer? Because they lay bricks. If you don't know how to lay bricks, you will break block and they will remove it from your daily count. In fact, when you're supposed to collect 5,000, you collect 800 and you don't do bad. But if you understand how to do it, lay the bricks, how to carry it, you will not put yourself in any trouble. So understanding why that's why they say, oh, do internship. Right? So that you can learn. So if you don't learn, you can't build the house from the lintel or from the roof. You bring from the foundation, they bring it up. But now, it all depends on how your foundation is rich. If you just like we say in the Bible, thank God we are going back. You build your house on the sandy soil. Just small than within truck, it's like every don't fall. But it's also on a rock, right? It stands. Anything comes, you can stand. So solid foundation is important. I want us to take it very important. See, this is very important for me. That's why I'm taking my time to show you. I could have taught you guys without having to go to to the real-time designs and show you guys. I could have taught you without that. I would have covered so many things. But I don't do that though. I will show you the principle, the elements. I will show you the application. So by the time you are seeing it too, or you want to do it, you understand, so you don't forget. That's how it should be. Do you get my point now? So, sir, you can use any software so long you understand, you have a basic understanding, a good understanding of what you do. It's like driving a car. There can be Cadillac, Lamborghini, Ferrari, every kind of car here. Now give you key, you can take, or you drive. If you don't have basic understanding, you will crash yourself and you kill yourself.
Sorry to interject. Even the one I'm talking about is Adobe Express.
Oh, Adobe Express on phone. I know Adobe Express.
So I understand that you can even do once you finish it, you can even do like a play. Everything. I don't know, in the play that all your design will for you because
the tools are so overwhelming. When I said foundation of tool, it was a threat. It was a threat that made me decide to go through. So I was convenient using Adobe, what's the name? Corel Draw rather, instead of Adobe Photoshop. You get it down. So I don't know if anyone has any other question.
I did not get this image from the color image.
Okay. Yes, one. Yes. So, does anyone have any question? Okay.
My question is, in what kind of environment are you in, like after laying this foundation? Because there's a situation whereby you lay on this thing, but they now give you the brief to the time. But your brain just don't know what type of
Yeah, it's normal.
what color to use, how can you combine it together to make it. Now there's a solution that you can only create something, you still use it. But once you give it to someone, you know like
Yeah.
how can you in that environment?
So first, like I said, I was thinking of talking about this after the whole thing. So, just like I mentioned, practical skills, verbal communication, you have to start speaking on it. Talk to yourself about it. It might not look entirely beautiful, but start talking to yourself about it. One of my first major 3 gigs after I learned the foundation was the same place where I learned the whole thing. So 3 days. So there's, I don't know if anyone knows MINSA, Harvester Skill Acquisition Program. Okay. But we know Harvester's church, Pastor Bolaji. So that I think 2019. That same when I was done, I just teach myself to. So that's the game. Part of confidence. Okay, now you've done that, you give you a brief. Like I said, once, like now, this is a community already. I hope you know. For the fact that I'm on your group now, at least I'm more experienced. Okay, just have this thing. We can always walk through a section. Or I can share a video that can help you. I mean, I'm very good now. Maybe what I will do is, once I don't learn, I will ask them, but there are rules and regulations of those groups. So they don't kick you out. Once you are kicked out, to work. There are rules and regulations of the group. And they do, I think, weekly trainings. So all those groups are very important for me. As a group, in fact, I don't even know if anyone knows Caesar Graphics.
Caesar, I know Caesar.
You know Caesar Graphics? That's my design mentor. Let me look for you there. He organizes training every Friday. See? This is it. So he organizes trainings every. See all this time. These are manipulations. This is working. These are manipulations. So he has a what is it called? Both Telegram and WhatsApp group that he does, trainings, just guide you on what to do. He's using Photoshop or using a graphics tablet. That's why it's doing this. There's a graphics tablet that you can use to design it. So it does not use all these mouse guide. But he never said it. See, this is complete. How? There are wonders of this thing. You see? Good. So that's the thing. This guy has about 20 years of experience. So you should expect more. So he has in fact he calls it a foundation now. Just in the name, I think this is a last year foundation. So I can send the link to the group. You guys can join. So you can always join the training. Takes the I think should have all of the ads in the he has the YouTube channel.
That on Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah,
Instagram.
this is Instagram. Yeah, he also does the Photoshop for graphic design master classes. Telling you, I'll find time sef. I need to join one of his classes. I don't use that as part. There's one project together. But that's that. I would send some videos. So like I said, they are a community already. So if there's anything you feel I don't understand, you can send it to the group. We look at it together. I can share farming tips. I can share like I said, videos, tutorials. I can also share public. Let's say you're working on the visual design and I see that I saw a design somewhere that looks like what you want to do. Then you can pick some concept from and send. You get that? So like I said, don't be scared of any project, but also pick projects according to your understanding. It's important. Don't go and pick virtual projects and bring to the group and say, oh yeah, let's like that. Now I'll not say anything, I'll just go out and look at it. So pick the things you can do now. So as time goes on, as you are building, you get better. You didn't get to this position one day. I told you have about 20 years experience. 20 years, count it. Yeah, I have 6. You tell my point now, so just take it easy on yourself. Think what you can do. And once you are done, like I said, look for your own aunt or your brother or your uncle or your baby like, okay, I know how to design something. You have a business that can be designed for just to build your skills. There's a way to help you. When it's real life project, there's a way it helps you. But those times, if you want to start learning on your own or start designing on it, you can get tax off. Right? It's because nobody is criticizing, nobody is saying it, nobody is really saying, okay. You get my point now. So it's important. Do you have any other question? I hope I answered the question. Do you have any other question? No other question. I am tired. Next week, they're going to be an assignment. Yeah, I've already prepared it. So once you are done with principles of design, don't worry, it's an question. But I will know maybe you are attentive in class or not. And that was one picture. And it's once you are done, you are seeing your score. That's it. So that is that. So thank you so much, sir. And thanks for the video.
So next week starts